Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from Artistry-in-Cards. Welcome back. Oh, there's like a little glare. That's kind of fun. Today we are going to go ahead and use these adorable digitals. I actually got them on Etsy, and I'll share the store with you. It's DigiKika. I've purchased from her before. I love these. If you've seen them before, I have done a bunch. She did a whole series where they were wearing little Mickey ears and Disney things. She does a lot of digital planner stamps, and I love them. I think they're so adorable. And I thought, you know what? Cinco de Mayo is coming. Let's do something fun with these characters. I am going to use it with this. So you might say, well, they seem a bit big, but I have an idea that I wanted to try with some layering. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it will turn out the way that my brain envisions it. But basically what I did was I downloaded these digitals right off of her store. And then I put them on a Word document and I printed them out through my printer. And then because they're digitals and they don't have die cuts, I put them through my brother's scan and cut. And I do have full videos on that if you want to watch how to do that if you've never done that before. But again, what I love is look at how beautiful. I told it to cut 0.4 away from the edge. So it literally found it based off the image shape. And you can see that it's super nice, consistent, and looks pretty darn good. So we will be using these very soon. So we'll be coloring those in. But the first thing I want to do is go ahead and make this a beautiful background, because instead of stamping it at the end, I'm actually going to, let me see how far I can stretch my headsets here. Gotta grab a sheet of paper. I'm actually going to layer them on it. I thought I would do something just a little different. I love this die cut WaffleFlower. I'm really serious. Like I should just literally I can make an entire channel of just making cards with these. They're just, it's a fun die cut. I love the puzzle of it, if you will, trying to make everything work. And it is one of my favorites. So if you are interested in picking up this, I will put the link down below. And then again, you can see I put her Etsy store name right there on the screen. So you can go ahead and just take a look at that. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. My card show here is called Artistry-in-Cards. I do own a rubber stamp company, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But I decided to create Artistry-in-Cards so that I could work with anybody's images, stamps, die cuts, you name it. It's supposed to just be a place where I can be creative. And I love that. I love that I have something where I can be like that and I'm not bound to just using my own company. Don't get me wrong. I still will. But I love being able to show off, you know, what other people have created as well. All right, so that is the way we're going to color this background. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you have never visited my rubber stamp store, I am an artist. I have been in this world now for the stamping world for over 20 years, coming up in April. So if you have never seen my rubber stamp store, please go head over. It is just jessicalynoriginal.com. I would love to have you take a look at what I draw, what I offer. I offer a lot of digitals. I offer a lot of photopolymer stamps. I also, in case you didn't know, I also make these. So I also make the self-inking stamps. I also make red rubber stamps with a handle or without, totally up to you. But if you're looking for something where you're like, oh, you know, I'd love something for the back of my cards, or I have this amazing piece of art that my grandmother drew. Jess, could you make that into a wooden rubber stamp so that I always have it? Yeah, I'd love to work with you. Come visit my website, and it's what I do. It's a lot of fun. I love being able to do that, and I love being able to offer that. It makes me really happy to be able to offer some really creative, fun, some options, right? All right, so we're just coloring this in, and I'm not using any stencils. I'm literally just using the Distress Oxide because I want to color in the background, because unlike normally where I stamp it on and then I adjust, this time we're going to kind of do it backwards, which will be fun. All right, I am going to grab some of that brighter green just to give that a little pop. There we go. That's what I like. Super cute. All right. My niece's birthday is actually Cinco de Mayo, which is kind of fun. It'll probably be more fun when she's older, I suppose, right? All right. Let's see how this is. It's too light. I need something a little darker. I'll just leave these two colors right there so you can see them in the little screen. Ooh, I think we're going to just add a touch of brown, maybe. I know you might say, what? I just want to add some shadow. Just to give it a little aged look. I think that'll be good. I like that. Just something a little different so it's not... Because I don't want to put black in there because that's too much. All right, let's take a look and see how this... I think this is going to look pretty darn good. Oh, see, look how cool that is. Now it's weird because I have this little prism thing in my window. So there it is. Oh, there you go. So you can see it's... I know, I wish that red was just a little darker. I know there's another shade of red. I just want it a little more solid. There, that helps. Because I think I made the green more solid, but not the red. Yeah, that'll look good. All right, let's just... Painting with shoe polish. All right, so we are going to go ahead, put this off on the side. Look at that little rainbow. Oh. All right, we're going to put that off on the side. Let it do its thing. Let's go ahead and color these in. All right. You can see then those will kind of go over. They're going to get cut. So I've got an idea. So we'll see how it turns out. Sometimes you have visions in your mind and you think, oh, this is going to be great. And then it's nothing like what you picture. And then sometimes you do things and they turn out 100% better. So we will see which one this is. I have a lot of hopes for it. Just grabbing some colors here. All right. Just a couple, right? All right. And this one's a maybe, but we'll see how that goes. All right. Now I'm torn with this one because I kind of want to take this one. And you know how they have all the flowers all over them? I kind of want to like draw all the flowers on there. I think that'll look cool. It'll be about how you color it, I suppose. We'll just... Yeah, we'll start there. All right. Oh, I want a blue. All right. And I threw the blue on the floor. I've been playing around with this software and I can actually add in some music. and I can do audio, all kinds of fun stuff. So I've been getting to know this software pretty well. So hopefully you are enjoying these recorded live videos. I'm working on it because I'm building my skills back up to be able to host some more live shows again. I used to host Behind the Card, which was supposed to be an hour-long show. Oftentimes my guests were so amazing that we ended up going hour and a half. It was so much fun. Like, we just enjoyed talking to each other, and it was such a fun way to connect with everyone. So I missed that. That was fun. So that's what I'm working on bringing back for this year. But I have to build up my skill sets, because when you run a show like this, it truly is like Mary Poppins. You know, you are Bert and you are running all of the instruments at the same time. Making the card, checking the chat, all that good stuff. So, all right, this is adorable. I love these images. They're so cute. All right. Well, we're going to add pink on there too. Now, I'm not sure how much is going to get cut off yet, because part of it will, because I'm going to make them fit into the stamps, if you will. So cute. What I love about her art, though, is it's so cute, and you can literally color her with any color hair or any color look, and she always looks just super cute. I did one whole series with her designs where she had them with like little Mickey things. Oh, you know what? I might just go a little yellower on that. They had little Mickey ears on, like little coffee cups. Super cute. I'll link that video at the end of this one if you're interested in watching it. Well, we'll color him in a sec. One of the things I really love about sharing all these cards with you and getting back into this is, you know, we live in such a crazy world. It's so nice to just have kind of a nice, relaxing place to go and enjoy. And super cute. Oh my gosh, look how cute she is. Give her little peach cheekies. There. There, let's take a look at how she looks. Isn't that fun? Okay. So we'll put her up over here since she's all done. I'll color this one next because this one's pretty easy, right? I'm just going to add the lightest shades first. Super cute. So hopefully everyone is doing well. I feel like spring is on its way. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have another nice, decent day here in Wisconsin again. So happy. I'm just not a winter girl. I cheer those of you on that are. Way to go. Uh, but winter is just not my thing. It just never has been. I've lived here my whole life and I don't mind fall. I can deal with some cool weather. I just can't deal with frigid snow and ice and ugh, can't stand it. It's too much. Too much for me. Just not my thing. I tried. We went ice skating. Yeah, I went ice skating. That's about what I have to say about that. It was my kids did good. They had those little carts where the kids can hold on to the little kind of like they almost remind me of like elderly walkers, sort of, if you will. Um, they have those at roller skating all the time now. But my kids loved it. They had fun. Um, but I think it helps that they have those now because I remember many years ago I went ice skating with my sister and they did not have those. And I remember just wiping out entirely too many times. And yeah, yay for ice skating. Sarcastically, no, I'm teasing. It's fine. For some of you that are amazing on ice, that I gave you all the credit in the world, right? We all have different skill sets. We all have different things. That's what makes this world amazing, right? You're unique. You're your own person. You know, we all have our own different things we like and love, and that is truly what makes the world we live in wonderful, right? Because it's okay. You can love that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. You can also dislike that stuff. That's also okay. Ah! Apparently my marker did not want to listen to that conversation. So spring break is on its way. I would love to hear from you. Where are you heading off to spring break? Anywhere fun? Just relaxing at home? Do you get spring break? Or, you know what? You don't even have to comment if you just want to go and put in some emojis of the things you like the best when you are on vacation. Maybe put some luggage tags. Maybe put some sunshine, maybe some little drinks. So go ahead and put some emojis on the little chat if you're watching this live, or if you're watching it on replay, welcome to you as well. And don't forget, I'd love to know, what is your favorite part of a vacation? Just put that in there. That would be fun to know. Now, I think I don't have a gold marker, but don't need a gold marker. I need silver. We're going to color this guitar the way that it's colored in one of my favorite Disney movies. So for me, I definitely have my top favorite Disney movies. Disney, Pixar, whatever you want to. And based on the way I colored this, I'm sure for those of you that maybe are Disney folk, maybe you know, I absolutely love Coco. It is definitely in my top movies for Disney. I love everything about it. I think it is just a wonderful story of love for your family, and the animation is just gorgeous. Like every time I watch it, it's literally stunning. Like I will say I do miss old school animation. Like I used to love when Disney did the animation by hand. I thought there was something so magical about that, like just the idea that, that's the way that Walt did it. That's the way that that it was done. And not saying I don't love computer animation because it also is quite stunning, or can be. But there is something magical about somebody hand drawing all of that. And I wish the last one that they did, does anybody know? Put an emoji in the thing if you know. I'll wait a second. What was the last Disney cartoon that was hand drawn? Does anybody know? I know. If you put an emoji in there, that would be awesome. I'm still waiting. I won't answer till you have time to go find it. Or you could just comment. I'll just give you another second. I'll give you a hint, and that would be New Orleans. All right, anybody that hasn't commented yet is probably looking it up, so no worries. Princess and the Frog was the last one that they hand animated. And so whenever I watch that movie, I always think Disney had a lost opportunity there, right? Like, I feel like they should have gone on like a whole press junket talking about how this movie was animated by hand, and they could have actually, because I always feel like, okay, so I'll just go old school Hollywood Studios, MGM, right? Back in the day. There she is, super cute. They used to have a costume shop, an animation building. They used to do all of that. And I always felt like when I was a kid, I remember seeing it, and it was so inspiring to me. Like, it literally is part of the reason that I went into my undergrad. I actually went to college for costume design, costume shop management. So I did a little of all of that, and it was honestly the coolest thing I've ever done. Because of it, I learned how to run a costume shop. I also learned how to do all of the sewing, the alterations, millinery, pattern making, drafting, painting and dyeing. We did it all. Like, it was a pretty amazing program. Like, I kid you not, like, I don't know. It was truly one of the coolest things I've done, and I don't regret it. I mean, I wish, it's so funny because I always said, oh, I loved it, but I didn't want to end up working in a basement. And I ended up in other careers where in IT, computers and stuff, where I actually ended up working in a basement because that's where IT always ends up. So kind of makes me laugh. But it's an amazing skill. And I know a lot of people right now are really sad because we'll just Lord of the Rings this, right? The store that shall not be named, that is closing. That has a lot of fabric. It's really sad because I think what they don't realize, they tried to, I believe personally, they tried to venture into too many markets. They tried to be the hobby shop for all. They tried to compete, I believe, with Hobby Lobby. And because of that, unfortunately, they offered a ton of products that were really sort of outside their normal. And I think that's really sort of where they ran into trouble with selling merchandise. I don't know where this world, this economy, this whatever is going to go, but I really wish there was a way they could figure out how to hold off just another year. I wish they would be able to figure that out, just to kind of give it all the benefit of the doubt of the change of maybe an adjustment, right? No matter, and this isn't a political talk, this is just a hopeful person hoping that we can find some sort of you know, something in this world, right? And it's a sad thing because too many times I was making costumes for my kids for school and I just needed fabric quick. And there's just not as many options anymore. There used to be Hancock fabric. There used to be, Ben Franklin, if anybody remembers what one of those are. And it's just sad that but I also will say, and this is me just being an entrepreneur, this is me just wanting to be encouraging to all of you. This is also the time, if you look at our history, when a lot of these really big companies became what they are, right? So we're in a position now where, maybe it's time for you to be the next big whatever. You're going to start an amazing company that will become the next version of this for everyone. I just, oh, that looks so cute. I just want to be those encouraging words, that, people might say, oh, I'm a certain age, I'd never start a store. If you go and Google how many of the big companies didn't start until these people were in their 50s, 60s, 40s, whatever, there's a lot of them. Okay. And I just would love to say, if their door is closing, don't think that that's the end, right? It could be an opportunity for someone else to start something new and bigger and more creative. And, a lot of companies have been really kind of stuck in the box. And again, that's why I love the card making world. Yes, you can go to these big box stores, but I mean, it would take me more than 2 hands plus to be able to list all the amazing stamp supply stores and companies and innovators who are designing beautiful items to inspire you to keep crafting forward, to keep moving things, the way that you love them. So please don't feel like that's a door that's shutting. I always try to find that positive and, I mean, obviously, I'll say, if you're looking for rubber stamps, go visit my store. Go visit WaffleFlower. Go visit, DigiKika. Maybe you really like this style. Go and take a look at those, but don't feel like this is the end of all that stuff, because it definitely is not. I mean, because think about when people used to actually had to make their clothes. I'm sure at some point there were plenty of locations that closed up and people said, oh, we'll never have fabric again. And there are tons of people that make beautiful quilts, that make beautiful, and so they're still around, I just know this has been a tough week on a lot of crafters because it just feels like another one, And we've also lost a lot of amazing small businesses. And, I'm so blessed to say that my company is, 20 years, we're still doing our thing, Um, so I hope that you take this as an inspiration and keep pressing forward, keep crafting, keep designing, do what you love. And honestly, I think a lot of us still have plenty enough in our craft space. I mean, I know my husband was like, all right, I think it's time for you to maybe use up some of those supplies you've bought over the years, which I can definitely agree and understand. So maybe I've been spending my years building up my craft store that lives inside my house, right? But super fun. So yes, once I get these all colored in, which I'm almost there, and I'm still pretty close on time. I had a lot of images to color, so I apologize. We're gonna be a little bit longer on our time today. What I do want to say though is I appreciate each and every one of you. I'd love to hear from you, your thoughts on that. How is it going to affect you? I do respond back to the comments, so please, I'd love to hear from you. What I will say is that uh, I am working toward my next goal. And my next goal here on YouTube with Artistry and Cards is to get us to a certain amount of watch hours. So that is super easy and it costs you absolutely nothing. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel and then go through my video library of cards and watch them. That's it. That's all it takes. You know, no money involved, just time. And I'll be really honest, a lot of times when I'm crafting, I will actually put up other people's videos in the background and I'll let them just sort of stream while I'm crafting. One, it's inspiring. Two, I know that it helps them who they're also probably working on their goals of building up their time and watch time and stuff like that. So I know it's important to do that and support each other. The other thing too is a lot of times I really just like kind of watching these videos, but I like to multitask when I do that. So I might not sit and watch my video, for example, nice and close. I might actually just go ahead and have it up on my other monitor while I'm crafting. I do that with music sometimes too. Like I'll turn on videos and just sort of stream through them and listen to what they, a song or two that it really inspires me for that moment. But with that being said, I am working toward the next level here on YouTube. And what that means is once I hit that, I can then offer where you can subscribe and be a member of this channel. Now, you don't have to, okay? Literally what I ask is if you would please just subscribe and then watch my videos. Comment too sometimes, say hi. I like hearing from you. I have a lot of subscribers. I have a lot of really quiet subscribers. So I'm working on building that up so that we can, again, here's that back of the card. I'll have to make a new one for 2026, but right now we're only in February, so I got plenty of time. Look at consistent signature on the back. I could put your blog or a link or something down here too if you wanted that. But yes, please subscribe. The website here for this YouTube channel is ArtistryinCards.com. My rubber stamp company is JessicaLynnOriginal.com, which is where I have all of these fun self-inking, red rubber, and then I also have photopolymer, which is the stamps you're used to seeing. And I draw all the art for those. So there are some that you might notice that actually have my handwriting as the font. Just a reminder, again, I got these adorable images that I colored in. This is where they came from, was DigiKika. So be sure to go and check out her website. A little, I feel like that could almost be my cover picture, right? Like, look like sisters. Super fun. So go and visit her website, download these if you like them. She's got a ton of other, like a ton, I think a couple hundred, like she has a lot. I'm just going to set this up for a really quick little picture for my cover. There we go. All right. Pictures acquired. All right. So now we're going to put that on the side, and now we're going to have to be creative. So let's figure out how this is going to. Nope, he needs to go over there. All right. So yeah, definitely go and take a look at these, visit her website. Get out my little guillotine, my little cutter. All right, so let's get a pencil here. All right, and we are going to cut it off about right there. About right there. All right, so I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Oh, well, it cut it off the way I anticipated. All right. Okay, yeah, I guess that worked. All right, let's glue this on. You never know, right? You try something different, and I am literally going to put it right up against the... Okay. All right, we're going to cut off just a little bit of the bottom of the cocoa part of the guitar, so right there-ish. Oh! And I may have hit mute a little earlier, and I'm not sure, and if I did, I apologize. Hopefully during that time you had time to talk amongst yourselves. Okay, and then we're going to cut off this little bit. Okay. So far, super cute. Okay, so on this one, we're going to just cut off the top part of that hat, which is going to put it there, and then right about there. It's funny, there's like little legs and little stuff. Do you see it hanging out over there? It's funny. Now, I don't know if this is the way I would normally do this, but I thought, you know what? People love this digital, or I'm sorry, this die cut set. And I thought, what if I have digitals and I really want to use it? How could I make it work? Now, I could have set this up, printed it off with it on there, and then cut this around it. That could have been a one way. And so maybe I'll do another one like that, just so we can see how that looks. Unfortunately, I do love her dress, but part of it's coming off. All right, we're just going to adjust a little. There we go. We're going to adjust her angle. Super cute. So I'll do another card like that, I think, where I will actually take a Word document, put the dimensions of all of this on there, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll try it the other direction. So I'll actually make it part of the cardstock that I cut out. That could be kind of interesting. I just want you to think about, not feeling limited, right? I want you to think about being able to, this should have made him just a bit smaller. Had I made that skull a little bit smaller, I think it would have been perfect to put like up there. But it's okay. It happens, right? It's all trial and error and learning. I think when I do the other digital one, I will have it so that we can see the actual size, of how big it will be. And then we can maybe make a template that I could just offer you guys to download for free or something once I figure that out. So that if you do have digital stamps, you could put them on there. All right, so now I have to color this really quick. Again, adjustments on the fly. Happens. And as you can see, the sun has moved, so we lost our little rainbow. We'll just add some shadow on there. Then we are going to make this a spicy pepper. And again, sometimes it's about being able to pivot on the fly. It's why I love doing these live recordings. Even though it's not live, right? It's live-ish. Let's go there. So I try not to hit pause too many times because I want you to see how I adjust and how I work through, making those adjustments. One, I think it's fun. Two, I think that it can be quite inspiring to see how people pivot. All right. So what I need now, I have them somewhere. This brown would have been a better way to do some shadow on the pepper. See, that looks so much better. All right. I was using all my markers and I had these white ink pens. Ha, there they are. Sitting there staring at me. Dun, da, da, da. Now, I think he would have looked great if he would have been smaller. But that's going to look just fine up there. It goes right along with the theme. All right, so let's come back in. Add some fun little shadows in there. I mean, look, even taking that little bit of white on that pepper, that's not cool. All right. Oops. Oh, that's super cute. Oh my goodness, this looks so adorable. All right. Let's go ahead and get that last one all glued up. And again, remember, these were all digital stamps, so they're just layered on, right? And nothing crazy. I will, like I said, I'll put together, I think that, here, let's just take a look at these a little closer so you can see them. Again, it's all about different creative ways to you know, use these stamps, use these designs. Gonna grab my favorite one. I don't know why. I'm going to be honest. Of all of them, I literally just, the 50 cent just, it makes them look like postage stamps to me. The forever ones are just not, I'm just not a fan of them. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that the stamps can last forever, even though they adjust the cost, right? But I don't like how they look when I'm making these kind of cards. Oh, okay. Amazing. Again, so WaffleFlower, I do have to tell you, thank you so much for offering me the best die cut that I've ever used. It makes me so happy. All right, so what should I write down here? I should write like party or heck yeah. Let's see what we got here. I should write yeah. Okay, that one might not have anything. Nope. Yay us. Stay weird. That's truthfully, I have one set of stamps that I don't use very often that I love, and it's not appropriate by any means. See, I wish I could put part of him on there, or that he could be. I wish I made him small enough. Like, that's a bummer. Okay. I could write like May 5th. Maybe I could just write it. Okay, so then I come back in and make it fancy. So I'll take the white pen. Maybe we can just draw some little. Well, that ink pen is about ready to die, so that is a bummer. Where's the other ones? I literally just had a brand new one. Where did it go? For those of you that have been watching for the last couple of weeks, you know that I have been going through a desk evolution. There it is. Haha. And what I find is with a desk evolution, we could just also call it hot mess. So just to give some continuity, I will draw some of those little dots in the background, I think. Oh my goodness. So cute. And then we're going to thicken this up. I don't know if you saw that on the camera. It was super sunny outside and then it changed. Super cute. Look at that. There's a lot of work on that card. And I thank you for hanging out while I did it. All right. Let's go ahead and get this all glued up. All right. So I just want to say again, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you come back. Visit often. The website here to this YouTube channel is ArtistryinCards.com. You can actually type that in the URL and that'll take you here. All right. Don't forget to also go and visit my store, JessicaLynnOriginal.com, where again I have self-inking for stamps for the backside of your cards. I also have custom stamps here, not to mention a ton of photopolymer and a ton of digital stamps. So if you like to craft with digitals like I do, definitely go out and take a look. And finally, this was not sponsored, but I always like to support other stores. This stamp came from DigiKika. You can see all digitals, printed them out, satin colored them, and then cut and pasted them to fit inside of the postage stamps. I think it looks so cute. I love it. I'm so happy. It turned out so much better than I really thought it would. Again, just like I said when we first started, oftentimes you are surprised by the finished product because you never know quite what's coming. And I think that's the fun of card making. At least it is for me. So hopefully that is the fun for you of having a vision in your head and just seeing kind of where the craft and the art takes you. All right, there. I just wanted to add some more color around it. And the sun came out. How beautiful. So there it is. So thank you again. I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you again. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see more card making with Jessica Lynn here at Artistry and Cards. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all again very soon.